Hey everybody, G4 Video 5 here, and welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition. In this part, we will be completing the mission Bling-bling Scramble for King Courtney.
This is King Courtney. Me yachty posse could do with them rude boy driver and people is saying you the man. Get to the waste ground opposite the stadium in a car and wait for the other hopefuls. I've got been watching checkpoints all over Staunton. First driver to a checkpoint gets the bling bling, then it's on to the next stop. If you get more checkpoints than any other driver, I can have me a little work for you.
So King Courtney is the leader of the Yardie gang, and he acts a lot like Al Burrow, not necessarily in personality, but in terms of the style of missions he ends up giving you, where they're a bit more out there and quite entertaining in their own right. And the first mission here involves us having to prove ourselves in a race-type format. So it's not as much of a straightforward race as Turismo was for Al Burrow. Instead, what we have is a race in which we have to collect checkpoints, and the person who collects the most checkpoints wins. So we have these three other competitors, one in a Cheetah, one in a Bobcat, and one in a Patriot. So very scary stuff there, especially with that Cheetah. As you can imagine, that thing's going to be flying all around the place. So we got to do our best to kind of stay on track here, which is kind of a bumpy start there with that pedestrian getting run over. But anyway, though, so far so good. We got the first one. And the way this works is that the person with the most amount of checkpoints ends up winning. So if you get 8 checkpoints total, you're guaranteed a victory because you would have the majority of the checkpoints. So these checkpoints are going to be scattered all around the place in Staunton Island, and I love that so much. I mean, half the entertainment, I think, of this mission is just seeing the other AI drivers, because even though the Cheetah seems like a very scary vehicle to compete against, I mean, look at this guy. He's just swerving all over the place in and out of traffic, and he completely overshot this 4th checkpoint right here. And you're going to see right here another instance of these AI drivers overshooting their targets, because I totally should not have gotten that checkpoint, but because the AI can't really keep it in their pants, they end up just kind of going all over the place. And sometimes they can sneak up on you and get a couple nice checkpoint grabs, but overall, though, they tend to screw themselves over quite a bit by overshooting turns and stuff. I mean, like right there, that Cheetah totally had the advantage on me, but ended up screwing himself over. So it's a lot of fun doing this mission. It's one of those replayable missions, and I love that Patriot stuck back there. But, this is one of those replayable missions where after completing King Courtney's mission strand, you can go back to the payphone that King Courtney gives missions at and replay this mission to your heart's content, which is pretty cool because this is like one of those arcade-style missions where you have a high score that you can try beating. Man, I don't know why, I just really enjoy this mission so much. But, you can honestly just follow these AI drivers around and just see what they end up getting to, because at that point it doesn't matter if you're replaying the mission, if you pass or not, since you've already passed it the first time. So it's completely up to you what you want to end up doing here. But we're almost done with collecting these checkpoints. It seems that they were fairly ineffectual at collecting these things, since we already have 10, and I think it's in our best interest to keep on collecting these things, as many as possible and as quickly as possible, because I think you're kind of better off in terms of completing this mission quickly, collecting the checkpoints yourself, versus just letting the AI collect the checkpoints after a certain point. Because it's like these drivers can often get stuck on things, and it's entertaining, but if you want to just kind of let them do their own thing, it oftentimes ends up not working out. Because right here, I mean, we have that Cheetah stuck, of all vehicles, just on that wall, and there's no escape. And you see that Stinger? I think it like kind of swerved this Bobcat out of the way. Look at those brakes pop off there. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's some fantastic stuff. And we're in the home stretch here, with the final checkpoint now appearing, which appears back at the stadium in a Spatria, as that is the starting point of this mission. So very awesome stuff. It all comes full circle here, and it seems we are the only one to survive, and maybe that Bobcat too. He seemed to be doing all right at the end there, but yeah, I think that Cheetah is like permanently stuck doing whatever it's doing against that wall. And you see that little dot there too, straight ahead there on the mini-map? It seems another vehicle's stuck, so I'm guessing the Patriot ended up getting stuck probably underneath that like overpass area. And look at this stuff here. See the congestion on this road? Oh man, things are getting all crazy here. So we're finally coming to a close in this very hectic part. And I mean, look at that, just to finish it off there, running over a pedestrian. So overall, we ended up getting 12 checkpoints, giving us $12,000. So fantastic stuff. That just about wraps up this part. So in the next part, we will be completing the next King Courtney mission, which is called Uzi Rider. So until then, I will see you next time.